Rob, I'm gonna tell you that I mentioned in the spoiler videos that my I I have enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier up until now. I've enjoyed it, but I haven't loved it. I certainly have preferred WandaVision up until this point. But then that newest episode hit, which I think actually, I contend, I think it's arguable that one episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier might potentially at least be in the discussion of the best single episode of anything Disney Plus has put out so far. I mean, it was a nearly perfect episode of television. It had incredible drama. It had wonderful character work. It had heart-beating and heartbreaking action. It had a stunning ending. It just gave multiple dimensional layers and all the characters going on there. Several huge moments. It was incredible. And of course, it left us just wanting more. With that last final image of John Walker holding Cap's shield, covered in blood. It just created an image that I'll never forget. But it made me wondering about what's going to happen. Where are we going next? Well, a new trailer dropped this morning for Falcon and Winter Soldier Episode 5. And it is great. Now, most of the trailer is about 1 minute and 25 seconds long. Most of it is just replaying footage that have been in other episodes. But then it comes down to this scene where the three of them are facing off against each other, and you hear Sam say, "We don't want anybody else to get hurt." And then a close-up shot on John Walker, Walmart Captain America, saying, "You don't want to do this." And then the camera going to Bucky, just a solemn, serious face looking down. Then his eyes look up and says, "Yeah, we do." And I was just like, why? Like, Robin, I just watched that now. I just watched the trailer right now. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at my watch. How close is it to Friday? The countdown clock has got to start. Dude, it was amazing. And it's all set up by how great that last episode was. Truly a phenomenal episode. And this is the type of little tease for what's coming up that we all want to see. I love this little trailer spot. Rob, I haven't had a chance to ask you yet. To me, that was a turning point episode for Falcon and Winter Soldier. While there have certainly been moments in Falcon and Winter Soldier that I've loved up until now, it's been fairly pedestrian. Like, I'm enjoying it. I like it. Some great moments and scenes. But to me, this last episode was the fulfillment of the promise of what this show could be. And I loved it, which just makes this new teaser, even more exciting to me. But Rob, what did you think coming out of that last episode and that last scene now we see in this trailer about, yeah, we do want to do this? How much does that hype you up?
Dude, I have to say that, this show to me has been giving me everything that I wanted. And, there's a lot of people that talked about the politicization of the show when the police stopped them when they were visiting Isaiah. And I thought that what I love about this show is the questions that it poses about the MCU itself.
Yes.
What is the state of the MCU's world? And we've only really ever seen it through the eyes of the Avengers, but now we're seeing the broader implications. And I think that for me, in a fictional universe, when they're talking about how the fictional universe works, such as what is the impact to the world when half the population that disappeared, that the world acclimated to, suddenly shows back up on your doorstep. And I'm like, this is grand world building. And we're seeing it. We saw a little bit of it beginning with WandaVision. We're seeing more of it now. And I find it that's fascinating. But then they're getting into the implications of things about, once again, what the Sokovia Accords brought up in Civil War. What is the responsibility that metahumans have to the greater good? What happens when, you're dealing with a terrorist organization like the Flag Smashers who have killed civilians and then turn around and kill Battlestar? This show is grappling with great storytelling issues, great world building issues that have broader ramifications for us, the viewing audience. It makes us crunch these difficult ethical questions over in our minds. Yeah. And to me, what's so great is that as fantasy entertainment goes, this is top drawer fantasy entertainment. And I I'm hoping, unlike, say, WandaVision, which didn't stick the landing, what they've brought up, they've taken a character, the John Walker U.S. agent character. A lot of people, I've been reading a lot of things about, maybe this isn't the Captain America we want, but he's the Captain America we deserve now. I mean, this is some heady stuff, and I'm there for it, John. I really have been loving this show. It's been on an upward trajectory for me, and I was shocked by the end of this last episode.
Yeah,
that final shot was disturbing, but it made me think that they killed John Walker's, his man at arms.
yeah.
They'd been in Afghanistan. How long had they fought together? And John Walker is already dealing with, the fact that he's musing over, would you take that serum? He's grappling with the ethical considerations of what he's done. He probably was suffering from PTSD from his time in the military.
I'm sure, yeah.
This is a really interesting show, and I think it's another triumph for Marvel.
One of the really interesting things about it, too, is that, you mentioned you were horrified at that final image, right? I was saying on the spoiler discussion, I also felt my heart breaking for John Walker, because this is what I love. Every character, whether it's Zemo, the Dora Milaje, Carly, John Walker, everybody has multiple dimensions and multiple layers. John Walker, at the end of it, he wanted to do good. And when it all started out, he wanted to live up to this ideal. He wanted to be this, that, but and we're finding out more and more, Rob, that Dr. Erskine, who's, the one who created Steve in the first place, the one who created the super soldier serum, now we understand why he was so meticulous about finding the one true character person who could do this. Because, you also look through the show, and I looked up now to this new trailer of him facing off against Sam and Bucky and saying, you don't want to do this. I felt my heart breaking for him, because his intentions were good, but whether it's a mixture of PTSD, his own internal brokenness, and then throughout this show so far, we've seen him being rejected and failing the whole time. Sam and Bucky reject him. Guys are spitting in his face. He's fighting Dora Milaje, who beat his ass, and he's like, they weren't even super soldiers.
How great is the portrayal of Dora Milaje?
Oh, F me. Amazing.
And Florence, who plays, I say Ayo, but I think that's a mispronunciation of the character's name. But Ayo. She, first of all, when she's first introduced, I don't think I've seen a more beautiful woman on screen before. When she's helping Bucky out. She's got such an ethereal presence. But man, did they kick ass.
Oh, they were so good. But Zemo, right?
Oh,
you're finding out more and more as John Walker devolves. You're realizing Zemo's philosophy is actually correct. Carly, she's a villain in the show, but like Sam says to her, your cause is right. Your cause is right. I just don't like the way you're doing it. The Dora Milaje, you're messing up Sam and Bucky's plans. Well, of course we are. That dude killed our king. So everyone has these multiple dimensions and motivations that are all coming to a head. And then when I watch this trailer and I see Sam and Bucky now just squarely facing off with John Walker and him saying, you don't want to do this, and Bucky saying, yeah, we do. I'm just like, I can't wait to see this. I love the trailer. Question is for you guys. Have you guys had a chance to see this new little motion trailer spot for the upcoming Falcon Winter Soldier episode 5? I love it personally. What did you guys think? Jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.